To Kill a Mockingbird, Chapter 13. Put my bag in the front room, Calpurnia. Jean Louise, stop scratching your head. I'll take your bag. Have you come for a visit, Auntie? Your father and I decided it was time I came to stay with you for a while. For a while, a Macum meant anything from 3 days to 30 years. Jem's growing up now, and you are too. We decided that it would be best for you to have some feminine influence. Won't you miss Uncle Jimmy? The moment I said it, I realized that this was not a tactful question. Aunt Alexandra ignored it. I could think of nothing else to say to her. In fact, I could never think of anything to say to her, and I stood thinking of past, painful conversations between us. How are you, Jean Louise? Fine, thank you, ma'am. How are you? Very well, thank you. What have you been doing with yourself? Nothing. Don't you do anything? No, ma'am. Certainly you have friends. Yes'm. Well, what you all do? Nothing. Atticus! Did you bring me a book? Did you know Auntie's here? Yes. Your aunt's doing me a favor as well as you all. I can't stay here all summer with you, and the summer's going to be a hot one. Yes, sir. I understood not a word he said. Aunt Alexandra had a way of declaring what is best for the family, and I suppose her coming to live with us was in that category. She was one of the last of her kind. She had riverboat, boarding school manners. Let any moral come along, and she would uphold it. She never let a chance escape her to point out the shortcomings of other tribal groups, to the greater glory of her own. Let a 16-year-old girl giggle in the choir, and Auntie would say, "It just goes to show you, all the Penfield women are flighty." Everybody in Macomb, it seemed, had a streak. A drinking streak, a gambling streak, a mean streak, a funny streak. Sister, when you stop to think about it, our generation's practically the first in the Finch family not to marry its cousins. Would you say the Finches had an incestuous streak? No. When Aunt Alexandra went to school, self-doubt could not be found in any textbook, so she knew not its meaning. I never understood her preoccupation with heredity. Somewhere I had received the impression that fine folks were folks who did the best they could with the sense they had. But Aunt Alexandra was of the opinion, obliquely expressed, that the longer a family had been squatting on one patch of land, the finer it was. That makes the Yules fine folks, then. I so often wondered how she could be Atticus and Uncle Jack's sister, that I revived half-remembered tales of changelings and mandrake roots that Jem had spun long ago. She fitted into the world of Macomb like a hand into a glove. Ahem. I don't exactly know how to say this. Well, just say it. Have we done something? No, but I want to explain to you that your Aunt Alexandra asked me, "Son, you know, you're a Finch, don't you?" That's what I've been told. Atticus, what's the matter? I'm trying to tell you the facts of life. I know all that stuff. Your aunt has asked me to impress upon you and Jean Louise that you are the product of several generations' gentle breeding, and that you should try to live up to your name. She asked me to tell you, you must try to behave like a little lady and gentleman that you are. For no reason I felt myself beginning to cry, but I could not stop. This was not my father. Atticus, is all this behaving and stuff going to make things different? I mean, are you? Don't worry about anything, Scout. It's not time to worry. You really want us to do all that? I can't remember everything Finches are supposed to do. I don't want you to remember it. Forget it.